Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the California Angels at Anaheim Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Jerry Stephenson, whose record is 4-6 with a 5.15 ERA, and pitching for the Angels is Andy Messersmith, whose record is 5-6 with a 3.13 ERA. Okay, yesterday we did a day-night doubleheader because I had the day off previously, and so we tried to get two games in yesterday, and they were both unsuccessful. We got pummeled in Game 1 of the series, 11-2. We were never in that ball game. In Game 2, things were looking pretty good. We got to the ninth inning with a 2-1 lead. We brought in our closer, Dirty Fuentes, Miguel Fuentes, and he promptly walked a couple of batters and gave up a hit, and that was it. So we ended up losing 3-2. A bummer. I'm glad to get the hell out of Boston. That team in that stadium is tough to beat. And really what that does for us, it kind of helps make up our mind on how to handle the trade deadline. We are now 11-11 in the month of June. We're 7 games under. We're not technically in last place, but we may as well be. It's a frustrating place to be in because we also lost Ricky Clark for 96 days. He is the one guy that I was really kind of hanging my hat on to be a big part of getting us to at least mediocrity, and he's not going to be that guy. This is the third time he's been injured since we traded for him this year. And, of course, this is for the longest period of time, those 96 days. His health is at 61. And as a pitcher who's got an 84 overall rating with a max of 89, I mean, we could use a guy like that, but not if he's on the IL all the time. He really hasn't shown us much. He's walked more than he struck out. And this is a guy we need. We need him right now. Maybe part of the problem is our stadium, of course, and the other part of the problem is he doesn't really have a fastball that can blow by some of the average to below average hitters even. So I think it's safe to say that Ricky Clark, the experiment is over, and we will trade him before the trade deadline and try to utilize what he does offer as a bargaining chip to get somebody better or equal value who has a high endurance, who can go multiple innings and has a much better health, so that we can at least, even if the guy we get is like a number 3 in the rotation or worse, at least let him, be somebody who can eat some innings for us, because that's our biggest problem right now. So Ricky Clark, we can kiss him goodbye, I believe. And when we look at our pitching staff now really quick, we had to put Gene Brabender back in there. So he will go back in. He pitched okay from the bullpen. And we had to bring back Dick Bainey, who did have success in the bullpen before we moved into the rotation where he got beat up a little bit. And we moved Dick Bates back into the starting rotation. He's made 3 starts this year and had a little bit of success, and why not? Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? I did give some real consideration to maybe bringing up Dick Ruthven and Dennis Leonard. It's just too early. They're both 19 years old. You know what? Like, maybe we get to the September call-ups. Our season will be pretty much over, and maybe we give Dennis Leonard and Dick Ruthven like 3 starts in September to see what they have to offer us. But, not now. It's just, there's no reason to. We're not going to be anywhere close to being in the playoffs for back-to-back years. So after the doubleheader yesterday, there was a day off. We played that day in advance to get here. So everyone's going to be rested, which is nice. So before we get started with today's game, the next to last reminder, only today and tomorrow can you still enter to get in on the Jim Bouton autograph card giveaway. It'll take place in Game 80. This is Game 78. we are giving away this 2014 Panini Golden Age Jim Bouton autograph card. And to get in on the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber. And then just let me know in the comments. You want to get in on it? I will add you to the duck race. And here are the contestants for the duck race. We still have 13 contestants. James K. being the most recent addition. We have 971C, Galaxy, John M., Lance B., Andy S., Ethan P., Al Bunch, Jason, Vermont Sports Guy, Julio L., Thomas D., Jefferson Y., and Jimmy Da Baker. So those are our 13 contestants. Again, we can add you to the list today or tomorrow, but that's your last opportunity. Today is Thursday, so Friday is Saturday. So the giveaway will take place on Friday, as long as there's no other complications. So be prepared for that. Okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. Thanks for being patient while I walked you through all of that. We do have the end of the month coming up, in which we will do the standings and league leaders video. But the league leaders, we're going to do career leaders, which will include all the players in the modern setting that we're playing right now, and where they sit among the all-time leaders. So that'll be fun, I think. I'm looking forward to looking at that. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then, of course, we have the All-Star Game coming up in a couple of weeks in July, and then we'll have the trade deadline at the end of the month of July. So a lot to look forward to. And also the upcoming next contest, which I've already got the prize, and maybe we'll let you know on Sunday what the future prize will be. Now, Jerry Stephenson's getting the start today. Angels have had a lot of opportunities against him. They're batting .255 against him in 110 plate appearances, but even better is his slugging percentage is under .300. That is always a good sign. I guess Dick Bainey does have one more day that he is tired, because he did make the start prior to Ricky Clark's start, so he's still got a day before we could use him in the bullpen. The Angels ace, Andy Messersmith, one of the best pitchers in the game, is on the mound for the Angels. That's going to be tough for us. Here's our lineup. We got all the good guys in there against the right-hander. We're going to move Manny SANGUILLEN to the number 2 spot. I feel like that is a helpful place for him to be. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown officially for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff, playing center field is Tommie, AGEE. Batting second and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting third at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting cleanup in left field is Joe PEPITONE. Batting fifth in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting sixth at third base is Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting seventh at second base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mark Belanger, and batting ninth is the pitcher, Jerry Stephenson. Okay, we'll take a look here at Andy Messersmith. He's making his 18th start of the year. 5-6 with a 3.13 ERA. 103 strikeouts in 129 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .206 against him, 5 complete games. He's already got 3 shutouts this year. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 48.3%. I mean, look at this. He's got 4 pitches in his arsenal that are very solid. Of course, he's got a curve and a change that are elite. He's got a fastball that's above league average and a slider just below league average. A 94 rating, maxing out at 96. Look at all these peripheral ratings here. Again, what does it all mean? I have no idea. I mean, we've seen players like Messersmith get scored upon at will, so who knows? The 24-year-old righty, I just like the way it looks, I'll tell you that. The 24-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after this year. Says they won't trade him, so don't even think about it. We'll look at his log, though. And he's lost 2 starts in a row. I'm sorry, 2 decisions in a row. He's lost. He did make a complete game in his last start versus the White Sox. Kind of a hard luck loss. He went 9 innings, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 8 for crying out loud. way back on May 12th, he faced us, and we beat him. Wow, 7 runs in 7 innings. Gave up 8 hits. He did strike out 7 in his only start against the Pilots. Okay, take a look here at Anaheim Stadium and the dimensions with the defense. Now, first base is Jim Hicks. He is a first baseman, but man, he's a terrible one. 31 years old with a 64 rating at first. Also, left field is not so good. That's BLACKABY. Behind the plate is Randy Brown with an 86 rating, so it's going to be tough to run on him. Okay, here we go. Tommie AGEE leading off against Andy Messersmith. We got the Baby Blues on today. AGEE striking out. 1 down. Next up is the catcher. Manny SANGUILLEN floats it into center field, carrying deep. Maybe the wind is blowing out. 357 feet. Caught by Bill Cowan for out number 2. And Deron Johnson, hottest hitter on our team by far, also flies out to center. So 1-2-3 inning for the staff ace. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at this Angels lineup. Batting leadoff in left field is the general manager, Ethan BLACKABY. Batting second and catching is Randy Brown. Batting third, playing third base is BEVACQUA. Batting cleanup at first is Jim Hicks. Batting fifth in center field is Billy Cowan. Batting sixth in right field is JOHNSTONE. Batting seventh at shortstop is Marty PEREZ. Batting eighth is the second baseman, Sandy ALOMAR. And batting ninth is Andy Messersmith. Okay, we'll take a look here at Jerry Stephenson real quick. I mean, he's all we got left as far as opening day starters that have not missed the start yet. He's making his 16th appearance. He's 4-6 with a 5.15 ERA, 63 strikeouts and 78 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .267 against him. I mean, that fastball is pretty damn good. It tops out at 96 miles an hour. He just doesn't know how to utilize it. Ground ball percentage is low. It's 40%. His fastball's rated an 88. Sidearm curves rated an 85. 2 very good pitches. Overall, below league average at 79. The 26-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of this year, and he might be the one walking away with all the money. I mean, he's at least given us some consistency. He had 3 wins in a row, for decisions anyway, before he faced Minnesota. He went 4 innings, giving up 5 runs on 4 hits. He walked 7. That was his worst output of the season. Did he face California? Yes, twice. Back on May 12th, he got the win, going 6 1/3, giving up 1 run, 0 earned runs. And on May 1st, he got a no decision, going 4 innings, giving up no runs. Why did we pull him? I don't remember. Okay, let's take a look at our defense. We know it's going to be good. Solid all the way around. Hey, look at that. Deron Johnson. His defense has jumped up to an 81. I like to see that. Infield is solid. Outfield is pretty good too. Behind the plate, we got Manny SANGUILLEN today. All right. Well, Stephenson's had a lot of success against this team. Let's see if we can't keep that trend going. As Ethan BLACKABY, batting 193 versus righties, gives it a ride to the wall. Caught by Robinson. 1 down. Here's the catcher, Randy Brown, infield single in front of the best third baseman in the game. Not named Brooks Robinson, I suppose. So good, the catcher beats out an infield single. That tells you a lot about this game. Runner on first. Here's BEVACQUA as he walks. Now we know Jerry Stephenson doesn't give up a lot of ground balls, but that would be a good time to get one right now. As Jim Hicks getting that spot start at first. Base hit. Oh, Brown does not score. I have no idea what to do anymore. I mean, like, there's what little strategy there is allowed in this game. I almost have to go against it. I feel like there's more success when you kind of screw around on it. And we're going to bring third base in and leave the other guys back for a double play. What good does it bring in? Does it do to bring in the third baseman? I have no idea. But I'm doing that because it's a right-handed bat, and maybe something good might come of it. No, he just goes the other way like it was nothing. 2-0, in fact. JOHNSTONE grounds into a double play. Top of the second inning. I mean, that's all Andy Messersmith's going to need today, right? I mean, unless he gives up unearned runs that won't hurt his ERA, we know that we're not going to score 3 runs, most likely. Yes, we have done it earlier against him, but, I mean, realistically, it's just not going to happen. PEPITONE, ground ball to first. Bill Robb has been hitting better lately. In fact, he's on a 6-game hitting streak. And Johnson, I believe, is on a 7-game hitting streak. So it's not like our bats have gone silent. Aurelio Rodriguez with a gapper. Doesn't matter. There's already 2 outs, so you know he's not scoring. That is his 5th double. And I just love this game. Look at this. How the numbers all sort of just pretty much fall into the same place. I mean, there's no randomness to this game at all. But we'll take a double. At least it looks nice on the stat sheet. Here's Van Kelly. After his 0 for 24 stretch, he has hits in back-to-back games. And we go to the bottom of the second. Marty PEREZ leading off. 1 for 8 in his career. Base hit. Leadoff man is on. Here's Sandy ALOMAR Sr., second baseman for these Angels. He's going to pop it up on the infield. Who's going to call for it? Rodriguez. 1 down. We'll pull the corners in for Messersmith. He's going to lay down a bunt, which will allow PEREZ to score when BLACKABY gets a hit. Oh, he's going to pop it up in front of home plate. And the play's made. Good job. We're going to guard the lines. I know it seems ridiculous in the second inning. I just feel like BLACKABY is going to gap it. Well, pulls it to first. Johnson makes the play. Okay, 2-0 headed to the top of the third, and Mark Belanger. 2-1 count, taking a cut, and a base hit. Oh, they're going to pull the corners in for Jerry Stephenson. We will play right into that. Let's see if he can drop down a bunt. 1-2 count. Nope. Nope, why even bother? Holy shit, look at this. 1 for 20 for AGEE against Messersmith. The 1 was a home run. He struck out to lead off the game. God, he's just due, right? No, he's not. That's just terrible. Wow. That's bad. Okay, runner on first. 2 down. Manny SANGUILLEN grounds out the second. Bottom of the third. Here's the catcher, Randy Brown. I believe he walked the first time up. And a looper that'll fall in. Base hit. Leadoff man on once again. Good job, game. 5 hits against Stephenson. Finally a strike. Oh! The catcher steals second. It's his 3rd of the season. So that is a gimme run right there. BEVACQUA, comebacker. Good hustle by Brown getting to third, I guess. We have to pull the infield in now. We cannot give up another run. Although it's literally nothing we can do about it. This will be a sac fly. Oh, nope, they just walked him. Now, do we just leave the infield back and just give up the run? We know that if they get the third run, it's over for us. Like, there's just no chance to win. So we'll pull the infield in. Infield single with the infield pulled in. Literally nothing you can do about it. Now it doesn't matter, does it? How many runs will they score is the next question. We'll pull the infield in. Maybe it'll work one of these times. Ball to first and a double play. So they get the prerequisite 1 run. We go to the top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Angels. Deron Johnson grounding out. Joey Pep. Also ground out to short. Bill Robb. Fly ball. Bottom of the 4th inning. So he's given up 7 hits and 2 walks in 3 innings, right? That's a whip of 3. He has yet to strike anybody out. Really? Against the Angels and this team of nobodies. There's walk number 3. 10th man to reach base. Also, by the way, the leadoff man. Once again. We'll pull the corners in. 1-2 count. Can't even strike out the pitcher. Sacrifice work, so Alomar's at second. Nothing we can do. Ground ball to short. Belanger checks the runner, goes to first. 2 down, and Randy Brown will drive in the run, of course. Well, no, how is that possible? I don't know. How does a 90 speed not score from second with 2 outs? Maybe because it's setting up a 3-run home run. BEVACQUA's got 9 of them. That's a gapper, but that will be most likely caught. Yeah, okay. We'll keep him off the board. 11 base runners have reached for the Angels. Aurelio Rodriguez, he's got 1 of the 2 hits. Lines out to center. Dan Kelly lines out to left. Mark Belanger will reach, get to the pitcher, right? No. A 1-2-3 inning, though. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Stephenson at 75 pitches. Jim Hicks leading him. There's the first strikeout for Stephenson. We'll take it. Oh, he's going to give it right back, though. My God, this game. I swear to God. There's another walk. Let's see how many he gets in a row here. So he's walked 12 batters in his last 2 starts. He's walked 12 batters in 8 innings. 8.2 innings. Well, let's intentionally walk Sandy Alomar to get to the pitcher. Ground ball to short. Get out of it. All right, well, there's no reason to pitch, to let Stephenson bat. He's basically thrown 100 pitches. He was terrible. 6 walks, 1 of them intentional, of course. 8 hits. He only gave up 3 runs. He struck out 1 batter. I mean, what can I do? Like, there's no advice you guys could give me that would make a difference. All right. I guess we'll bring in Mike Keegan. He's the only lefty off the bench. He's terrible, though. Messersmith just putting him down. Well, finally got a 3-1 count, and what does Tommie AGEE do? He swings. I mean, we're only down 3 runs. There's finally a hit that gets past the first baseman. One swing of the bat will make it a ball game. I guess Messersmith's got to give up runs somehow, right? Yeah, not that time. Striking him out. Okay, we got a couple lefties coming up. Let's get Ramon Hernandez in there. Acquired earlier this year. Who did we trade? Oh, that's how we got SANGUILLEN. He was with SANGUILLEN. We traded them Bob Meyer, who's done for the year, and backup catcher. He pitched 2 innings for us, struck out 3. In fact, he struck out the side in his very first appearance. He gave up a run, but it was unearned. I mean, that's what I want. Just come in, throw strikes. I wonder, as Randy Brown does lefty on lefty violence, I almost wonder, like, what if we took all of our bullpen guys and made them starters, and all of our starters made them bullpen guys? Like, I feel like that would work based on what we know. Like, starters get pummeled, but if our relievers have low endurance, they can only go an inning, 2, 3 tops. Like, I think they could go 3 innings and get through it without giving up too many runs. All right. I mean, everybody's rested, so we can shuffle the bullpen. Skip Lockwood having a terrible year. By the way, a ground ball that gets past these 2 guys, of course, makes total sense. Why not? Good job by Lockwood striking out Jim Hicks. Billy Cowan walks, so the lefty will come up. And he gets jammed inside. Okay. Top of the 7th. Messersmith is at 80 pitches. Again, a 3-1 count. There should be no swinging right now. Bill Robinson understood the rule. All right. I mean, we have nobody that can hit and run in these situations. Infield single. So lame. Well, if Mark Belanger could run into one, that would be a miracle. He's got a 68 power. And we do get our junk run. We'll take it. 3-1. Okay, let's take a look. Who hits well? I mean, Jesus Alou. Batting .314. I think he's got a couple home runs this year. Yeah. He's got... doesn't really have power. All right, one swing of the bat to give us the lead. What are the odds? Oh, 1 count. We gave it a jolt. We just got our 1 run. I mean, that's all we're getting. Oh, we might get 1 more, right? Because, like I said, I mean, it's possible he could give up 2. Fred Gladding. I can't call him Fred Sadding anymore because he's pitched well beyond my expectation. Here's Marty Perez leading off. Why do we have ratings for defensive guys where they just get it right through the middle every time? There's a line drive to third. Perez gets back. We'll pull third base in. Why would he be bunting in this situation? I don't know. Yeah, but he is. Doesn't make sense. Lays it down the first baseline. Here come the lefties. Gonna bring in Ron Locke to lock it down. We know he gets lefties and righties out pretty well, under 200. Ground ball to Kelly. Okay. Top of the 8th inning, 3-1. Tommie AGEE's like, no more. He's 1 for 22 now. struck out 3 times today. Sanguillen pops it up. And Deron Johnson. Easy peasy for Andy Messersmith. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Lefty on lefty violence. Randy Brown's already got a hit versus the lefty today. Give him another. Because why not, I guess. If it makes sense to you, explain it to me, man. Fuentes looking to right his wrongs from the last appearance. He gets a double play. And he pops it. All right. Final 3 outs. Joey Pep. Of course. They will give us one more run. They will not allow us to tie it, of course. Let's see if Bill Robb can at least hit it to the right side. He's 0 for 9 in his career. No, of course not. He pulls it to the left like it means anything. So it doesn't matter now. We lost 3-1. Wow, we have lost 4 in a row now. We're under 500 for the month after we were looking so good for a minute. No trade offers. By the way, I did take Ricky Clark and make him on the block to be traded. Thank goodness for Chicago. They've lost 7 in a row, so we're percentage points better than them. New York, 1 game up on Baltimore. I mean, the game is going to force this all the way to the end, regardless of Baltimore's standing. They have no money, right? Let's just look at finances. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to lose over $1 million, which is a lot, in this game. And they're already in the red with their cash money homes. So they're not going to be able to sign any free agents. They can do arbitration, but they cannot sign free agents. Their only hope is to maybe make a couple trades with players they probably need for the stretch run. But okay, oops. Let's take a look at the National League. There you go. Oh, Bud Harrelson passed away yesterday. I saw that this morning. So R.I.P. Bud Harrelson of the New York Mets. And the Dodgers have a half-game lead over Houston. I mean, look at these 2 teams going at it with a 641, 640 winning percentage. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball WWE. Municipal Stadium hosts Rookers 5-0 shutout. We can't even get a mediocre pitcher to give us 6 innings, and Joe Rooker's throwing a shutout. What else? Randy Brown had 5 hits. Wow, I didn't even notice that. All right, yeah, like a backup catcher who never played, couldn't even have a photograph. There's nothing out there. He gets 5 hits. All right. Oh, there is a trade, though. All right, so let's talk about this trade first and foremost. Just like I said, Baltimore does a money-saving maneuver. They take Ron Santo. Julio L is going to be very happy with this. I'm sure he loves Ron Santo as a ball player. But that means Brooks Robinson is going to get third base back, right? So good job. We'll double-check that for you, Julio, before we close this up. He goes to the Expos, where they've already got Boog Powell. That was one of the other players they got rid of when they traded for Joe Torre, I think it was. So, yeah, Ron Santo going to the Expos, Les Expos, and in return, they get PEREZ, who is in single A. Oh, yeah, he's got nothing, a 69 max rating. He did play a little bit last year in the expansion year for the Expos, but that's about it. So, yeah, that is a money dump. Wait, how much money was Santo making? Yeah, $425,000. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think they're still going to have to make a maneuver. Also, Ed Farmer. Oh, yeah, we already knew this. So we already knew that. Okay. Okay, well, before we go and look at the box score, let's look at Baltimore's lineup. Did they put Brooksy back in there? No. What? They're going to fix that. They've moved Joel Youngblood, who is a young blood. He's only 18 years old. He's got an 82 overall rating. Not costing him anything, though, I guess. They're going to choose him over the human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson. The guy can't get in that bad. He's he's only 33 years old. The game has already written him off. That's doesn't make sense. I know you're out there agreeing with me. What else did they do? They got our Freddie Patek. I mean, Joe Torre's going to play first. Frank Robinson's also on the bench. All the Robinsons are on the bench. That's insane, right? And Rico Petroselli's injured for 29 games, so that's why Freddie Patek's their everyday player now. Okay, and their pitchers. They have an injured guy, but it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. Sorry, enough's enough. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel today and tomorrow. Last 2 days that you can get in on winning the Jim Bouton autograph card. Good luck with that. Let me know. Be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments. We had 2 extra base hits. They had none. They had twice as many hits as we did, though. And a catcher stole a base. And he went 5 for 5. Player of the game is nobody. That's like the 3rd game in a row. Why bother? Belanger did drive in our only run. Jerry Stephenson takes the loss. He's 4-7. He's walked 13 batters in his last 2 starts. He did give us 5 innings, which is something. The bullpen did their gerbs. That's nice. Andy Messersmith, another game. He goes to 6-6. He's such a good pitcher, but he just is on the wrong team. Okay, that's it. We will come back tomorrow and play game 2 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.